Our second camping trip of the year was at Presqu'ile Provincial Park. This is my third time at this park and second time camping there. We arrived just after the sun went down, but we don't have to worry so much because our setup in the van lets us just pull in and plug in. No setup necessary. This is exactly what I have been working towards with every adjustment I make to our rig. We took a quick walk to stretch out after the 2.5 hour drive and were serenaded by all the frogs and the waves of Lake Ontario before settling in for the night. Saturday's forecast was calling for rain all afternoon, so after drinking my tea, Bo and I set out to walk as much of the park as possible before it started. We wandered along the very windy shoreline until we got to the lighthouse, and then we took the long way back through the forest. I had picked this park for two reasons. One is that it's one of the only parks open at this time of year that's close enough to get to after work on a Friday, and two, because it is such a peaceful and beautiful place that I always enjoy visiting. Thank you to whoever wrote that. We will go this way. And now we're back on the main path. Did we skip mud? Who knows? But it probably was muddy. Based on how some of the other parts of the trails have been, I would say we made the right decision. We made it back to our site just in time to set up our tailgate tent before it began to rain. Right, now I can cook and prepare lunch without getting... made a quick lunch outside, and then we hunkered down in the van for a rest while listening to the rain and waves outside. The rain stopped around dinner time, but since we had been cooped up in the van for a few hours, we set out for another stroll before making dinner. Nope, we can't go down there, Bo. No dogs allowed. And if you can't go, I don't go. This weekend, I decided on barbecue chicken sandwiches for my dinners, which was messy but delicious. I bought a rotisserie chicken and pre-cooked the mushrooms and onions to keep things easy and simple for our weekend. We played at the site for a bit, enjoying our view, and then took another walk before settling in again for the evening. We had probably walked about at least 13 kilometers that day, and I was sure that it was going to be a good night's sleep, but not so much. I've been having a lot of issues sleeping lately, due to many reasons, pain being one of them, and this was one of those nights. So instead of sleeping, I tossed and turned while listening to the sounds of the waves outside. The fact that we had such an amazing view at our site made getting up after such a rough night much more pleasant, and it made the rough weather more tolerable. So far, it's been a great season, and it's only just begun.